About ready for basketball action here as the Southwestern Warriors host the Somerset Briar Jumpers, and we'll go to our starting lineups.
Let's see tonight's starting lineups. First, the Disney Briar Jumpers, a season record of 7 wins and 5 losses. Starting forward, number 20, 6'3" sophomore Ray Norman. Starting forward, number 21, 6'2" senior Neil Tucker. Starting at center, number 25, 6'3" senior Josh Thompson. Starting at guard, number 14, 6-foot sophomore Andy Cole. And starting at guard, number 24, 5'11" junior Nathan Gray. And the head coach of Briar Jumpers in his 5th year, Sean Thacker. Starting lineup for the Warriors of Southwestern. Starting forward, number 21, 6'2" freshman Jonathan Edwards. Starting forward, number 15, 6'1" junior Chris Roberts. Starting at center, number 32, 6'3" senior Adam Braun. Starting at guard, number 22, 6'2" sophomore Dustin Fothergill. And starting guard number 13, 5'11" freshman Casey Dalton. The coaching staff for Southwestern, Mark Fothergill, Brad Dover, Greg Kitty, and the head coach of the Warriors in his 5th year, Nate Schultz.
There you have your starting lineups.
For tonight's contest, our Jim Dyehouse.
And it's our first time to see the new Somerset unis, the away purple a la LSU. New uniforms, and things look pretty nice, don't they?
Southwestern breaking their huddle. They're coming out. Team shaking hands, just about ready for boys basketball action here from Southwestern High School as the two teams get set to go at it.
Ryan Jamison not starting for Somerset, and now he was shaken up apparently last week on that play where Cole Drawn of Pulaski got shook up. So I think Ryan's got a tender ankle as well.
Ray Norman going to be fouled on the floor. Going to call the foul down low. The foul is going to go against Casey Dalton, number 13. For Southwestern on the floor, Casey Dalton, along with Jonathan Edwards, Dustin Fothergill, Adam Braun, and Chris Roberts. For Somerset, number 14, Andy Cole, number 32, Nathan Bray, number 20, Ray Norman, 21, that is Neil Tucker, and down low, number 25, Josh Thompson. Just underway from Southwestern High School. They throw the lob in, it's stolen away. Southwestern controls it as it's taken away by Chris Roberts, number 15. Now we're going to have a foul at the other end as Casey Dalton went to the bucket and he's fouled. Let's see who this is going to be on.
Josh Thompson, maybe? No, Andy Cole. Excuse me. Casey Dalton, a fine freshman point guard for Southwestern, will go to the line for 2.
First free throw is up and good, and Southwestern takes the early lead 1-0. And Doug, we talked about the game earlier between these two teams. It turned out to be a lopsided score, but it really wasn't. Southwestern was within 5 points with about 4 minutes to go, and Somerset went on a big run to open that one up and win the ball game.
Well, the trouble Dave Schultz has, Brian, is he only goes about 7 deep. 2 players coming off that bench. Sean Thacker can go 9 or 10, and Southwestern, just like the other night at Rockcastle, leading by 2 at halftime, scores 2 points in the third quarter due to fatigue setting in.
Ball almost stolen away, and now a foul is going to be called. This foul is going to go on Chris Roberts.
The foul is on Chris Roberts, number 15. His first, team's second.
Chris Roberts, a young man, started the year, Brian, coming off the bench, but he was just playing lights out. 13 points in the first half, Tuesday night at Rockcastle County.
1 minute gone in this ball game. It's 2-0 Southwestern. There's a block by Roberts. Shot up, no good. Body's on the floor as Thompson went down. Another 3 up, no good. Norman on a run out. Ahead to Bray. Bray lays it up and in. We're tied at 2. They have now opened both sides up on the upper arena here at Southwestern High School, so it's filling up for this ball game.
Both teams really getting after each other man to man.
Shot up and good. Casey Dalton with the bucket. It's 4-2. Southwestern with the lead. 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. Cole with it out top. Kicks it out to Thompson, no good. Rebound comes down to Roberts. He's going to lay it up and in. And it's 6-2. Southwestern with the lead early on. This is just the opposite of how we saw Somerset start off against Pulaski County last week, Doug. This team was lights out against the Maroons, and now they've turned it over again. Roberts has it back tipped by Neil Tucker. Thompson comes up with it, and a turnover back to Somerset. Norman, no good. Thompson with the rebound up and in. 6-4, 5 minutes to go here in the first.
Fast-paced action early on. 4:55 left, first period of play.
Ball stripped away. Cole comes away with it. Stay tuned. At the end of tonight's game, we will be bringing you the Baskin-Robbins 30 Wonderful Player of the Game, as we do each and every game on Charter Media. Bray being hassled, gets it away to Thompson up top. Trying to get the ball down inside to Norman. He lays it up high off the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Southwestern to Jonathan Edwards. Dustin Fothergill with it out top. Now to Casey Dalton. They work it around.
Good ball movement by Southwestern.
Shot up and in. Nice ball movement. Dustin Fothergill gets the bucket. Doug, we were talking on the way over here on this afternoon before the first girls game. We were talking about as scrappy as this Southwestern team is, and as hard as they come after you, imagine how good they would be if they had Joe Estes, who is out with that knee injury, and Chris Muse, who is out with the injury as well.
Yeah, it's just a shame for Chris Muse because this second year he's been away from basketball due to health reasons. And Joe Estes on this Southwestern team, 5 more fouls. The Warriors' depth wouldn't be such an issue, but they still get after you, Brian, for 4 quarters, full court.
Ryan Jameson into the ball game for Somerset. Trent Beeler into the ball game for Southwestern. So 3 minutes, 29 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. 8-4, Southwestern with the lead over Somerset. Somerset showing full court pressure. Ball kicked out. Beeler with it. Now kicks it up top to Fothergill.
Somerset in a zone, Brian. Looks like a 2-3, and Southwestern being very patient and methodical here. Dave Schultz barking out the play.
There's a 3 from the left wing up, no good. Ray Norman with the rebound. This young man has really come a long way this year in basketball, as he did in football. He's over there calling for the ball. Bray puts it up, no good, but a foul's called. So they're going to get Southwestern on the foul, Chris Roberts.
That's 2 on Chris Roberts, and Nathan Bray will be at the charity stripe for 2.
Save-A-Lot Food Stores with 2 convenient locations in Somerset, serving you quality groceries, meats, and more. All at big savings every day. They know your time is important, so they keep extra cash on hand to serve you better. Join your friends and neighbors today. Shop at Save-A-Lot Food Stores. As Nathan Bray hits the first free throw, 8-5 with 2 minutes, 31 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Second one's up and good.
This game reminds me of a playground game in the sense that Dave Schultz and Sean Thacker are best friends. They know each other so well, no secrets between these folks.
Fothergill 3. So it's an 11-6 lead for the Southwestern Warriors. Jamison for 3 for Somerset. So it's went from a playground game to a 3-point shootout. And it's stolen away by Jamison. Has Norman on a run out, lays it up and in, and we're tied at 11. 1:58 to go in the first quarter play. And Doug, I don't know if Southwestern can keep up this kind of pace all night long.
Well, I'll tell you though, Brian, in watching the Warriors play this year, this is basically the way they play with about a 7-man rotation. They do get tired at times and fatigued, but this is the way Dave Schultz and company want to play it. But what I meant by the playground game, there's no secrets between these two clubs. They almost know what they're running before they even get in the pattern.
3 up, no good. Ball's on the floor. Jamison comes away with it. Minute 20 to go in the first. Stolen away by Chris Roberts. 2-on-2. Roberts takes it himself, no good, gets his own rebound. Now he's going to give it to Beeler, who got a helping hand from Jimmy Diehouse. Keep that ball in bounds. Now Fothergill going to back it out.
Looks like Andy McGargle getting ready to check into the lineup for Somerset, and Dave Schultz didn't like what he saw. He's going to take a 30.
30-second timeout called by Dave Schultz. 54 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. Tied at 11, and now Heath Randall goes to the scorer's table to check in for Somerset.
Again, Brian, Somerset much deeper than Southwestern. The jumpers go 9-10 deep easy, where Dave Schultz really, you look at Chris Roberts getting into the starting lineup, you'll see Trent Beeler, number 11, who we've already seen, and Michael Hammond, number 24, who started at the beginning of the year, a senior, one of only a couple seniors on this club. But the battle of the benches definitely favors Sean Thacker and the Somerset Briar Jumpers, much deeper.
You see Somerset coming with Andy McGargle and Heath Randall, Ryan Jamison off the bench. All three of those youngsters have started at Somerset. So, as you said, they go very deep. Roberts up with the one-hander, no good. Neil Tucker with the rebound.
Somerset may elect to go for the last shot here, 22 seconds and counting. They pulled it out.
Back to Bray, who that ankle seems to be getting better by the day. Looks like it may have been giving him a problem at the end of the Pulaski County game, or either that or just fatigue from not being able to play so long. 2 seconds. Out to Randall. Up, no good. So the end of the first quarter of play, we start over at zeros. We're tied at 11. Somerset and Southwestern as Jamison and Norman will check back into the ball game for the Briar Jumpers. Pretty big crowd on hand here at Southwestern High School. But Doug, I don't think we're going to see as rowdy or fiery of a crowd anytime this year than what we saw over at at Somerset last week, whenever the Briar Jumpers took on the Pulaski County Maroons, and what a classic that ball game was.
Well, that's true. That's one of the best games I've seen, Brian, in the last 4 or 5 years, and maybe one of the better games, best games you and I have had the privilege of doing over the course of the years. And, of course, we've done almost every 48th district game involving a local team over the course of the last 4 seasons, but not too many got any better than last Friday night at the Briar Patch. Pulaski County erasing an 18-point lead to come back to knock off the Jumpers by 4. And that's why this game, I think, is so important to Somerset already with a loss in district play. They can ill afford to go to 0-2 with North and South Laurel still on the schedule for the Briar Jumpers. Both clubs 4 out of 10 from the field in the first quarter.
Fothergill with the 3 up, no good. Rebound comes down to Adam Braun, and they're going to say he traveled with it, so it'll be a turnover. They go over to Somerset. Tied at 11, started in the second quarter of play here from Southwestern High School. Heath Randall now running the point for Somerset. Gets Norman inside, up and in. Nice pass and a nice job by Ray Norman going to the bucket.
The Warriors went into a 3-2 zone, and somehow Norman got wide open inside that thing right under the bucket. Easy layup, gives the Jumpers a 2-point lead.
Southwestern works the ball around the zone.
Very patient.
Fothergill for 3, up, no good. Braun with the rebound, and this time he's going to be fouled.
Adam Braun, one of the other seniors on this Southwestern team, already with 4 rebounds here in the first half. Hasn't scored yet.
13-11, Somerset with the lead, their first lead of the night. After Norman got that layup down low with the assist to Heath Randall.
Now the Jumpers in a zone. Now, one thing Southwestern can do is shoot the 3, Brian.
Ball saved in by Thompson, saved it to Jamison, to Norman. Nice spin move by Ray Norman. Norman making an early bid for that Baskin-Robbins 30 Wonderful Player of the Game. And it's a 4-point lead for the Jumpers at 15-11. Braun beats the pressure, gets it down low. Shot up and in by Jonathan Edwards. And it's 15-13 with 6:05 to go in the half.
Ray Norman, 6 points here in the early going for the Jumpers. Shot an air ball there, though.
The fans are letting him hear about it, too. And it's a 3 by
Trent Beeler.
16-15, Southwestern has gained the lead back with 5:38 to go in the half.
Walk.
Josh Thompson turns it over. Nathan Bray coming back into the ball game for Somerset, as will Casey Dalton, number 13 for Southwestern.
We don't have a sellout, but for a rainy Saturday evening, there's a lot of people in the barn, Brian.
Thompson ahead to Norman, puts it up, no good, but he's going to be fouled by Fothergill. So he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws.
The foul is on Justin Fothergill, number 22. His first, team fifth.
A lot of other coaches from around the region here tonight, as this game being played on a Saturday night, so some of these high school coaches who are off tonight getting to come over and check out the game.
I see Robert Jones from McCrary Central up there, who got a gift win last night, a forfeit over North Laurel.
Tied at 16 with 5:20 to go in the half. Andy McGarr going to the game for Somerset. There's a 3 up, no good. Rebound down low, up, no good. And now we have a jump ball, and it'll go over to Somerset.
Jonathan Edwards very capable of knocking that three down, and that's a shot Jonathan has to knock down.
Neil Tucker into the ball game now for Somerset, and as you said, that rotation, Coach Thacker just keeps running them in and out.
Nobody within 5 feet of Edwards on that three, and I think Jonathan would tell you that's a shot he normally makes and should have made.
Randall puts it on the floor, then throws it out of bounds. Try to get fancy with it.
Yep, between the legs. Now, this Southwestern club will scrap, Brian. If this game comes down to floor burns, you're not going to out-hustle this bunch.
There's a three up and in. Chris Roberts with the three, and it's a 3-point lead for Southwestern, 19-16. 4.5 to go in the first half of play. Randall straight away for three, no good. Norman skies for the rebound, up and in. 19-18, Southwestern with the lead. A long three, up no good. Tipped around, put up, no good. And then tipped out of bounds, it'll stay with Southwestern. Southwestern not shy at all about putting the ball up. Jamison checks in as Randall goes to the bench.
The Warriors 3 of 10 from behind the arc right now, Brian. They put up 10 threes in a quarter and a half as we got 4:01 left. First half of play. Southwestern leading 19-18. Huge 48th district matchup for both clubs.
.340 to go here in the first half of play. 19-18, Southwestern with the lead. Doug, what looked like maybe a track meet has turned into more of a marathon here as these teams scoring has slowed down a little bit. Ball goes out of bounds over to Somerset. Another turnover.
It was a pretty good job there in the half-court set by Southwestern. Everybody touched the ball, maybe a little guilty of overpassing as that ball deflected off Hammond's shin, goes for a turnover. Jumpers now with the chance to reclaim the lead.
Bray with a quick three up, no good, and a foul is going to be called down low. Is that going to go on Tucker?
I believe they got Neal with the push in the back.
The foul is off Neal Tucker, number 21. His first, team third.
Nice crossover dribble by Casey Dalton. Some spacing.
Sorry, Brian. That young man can definitely handle the rock.
2:45.
Just a freshman, too.
2:45 to go here in the first half. Southwestern again being very deliberate and patient. They'll keep the basketball as it's knocked out of bounds. .220 to go in the half. Now they're going to set it up again. There's a three up, no good. Tipped out. Jamison going to clear it off. Crowd sort of getting impatient here, wanting something to cheer about for either team.
Kind of been lulled to sleep, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Ray Norman begging for that basketball down on the blocks on the backside of this Southwestern zone.
Tucker fights his way in for two.
That's a kick by Tucker.
And Somerset reclaims the lead, 20-19.
Neal with his first two of the game, and there's a bad shot. And it's going to be stolen away. Hammond takes it. Norman going to block it, but he's going to get the foul.
The foul is on Ray Norman, number 20. His first, team fourth.
Well, I will say this, minute 15 to go in the first half. This score is the tempo Southwestern wants it. They want a game in the, I would think, in the 50s, because this thing's in the 70s, much like Somerset's game with Pulaski. Southwestern's going to be in big-time trouble due to the fact of the depth of the two benches between the folks.
We're tied at 20 with a minute 15 to go in the half. Hammond gets the first one. Second one rims out no good. Tucker clears the rebound. Andy Cole into the ballgame now for the Briar Jumpers. Kick it down in the corner. Jamison for three. Rims out. Tucker again. Neil Tucker having an outstanding night. Getting those offensive rebounds, the trash, if you will. That's the third rebound.
Neil Tucker, a blue-collar worker, and young man not afraid of contact at all.
Free throw is up and good. It's all-county football player.
I started to say, 3-year starter at quarterback. You know he's got to be mentally tough to have Jay Cobb whispering in his ear for 3 years.
21-20. 45 seconds to go in the half. Somerset with the lead. Southwestern with the ball. Let's see if they're going to hold for one here, as Dustin Fothergill is going to back it all the way out, almost to midcourt.
Coach Cobb probably sent me a letter for that.
25 seconds to go in the half. $16 seconds. Three-point shot up, no good, being tipped around. And Hammond's going to be fouled on the floor. Only the 15th foul against Somerset. So with 8.9 seconds to go in the half, Southwestern will take the ball out under the goal.
Well, that's one of those things that may not look like a big play, but you got to give Chris Roberts, the man with the basketball, a lot of credit for tipping that ball over to Hammond to save this possession for the Warriors.
5 seconds. Norman got a piece of that one. And we go to halftime. Somerset leading it by a score of 21-20. You're watching high school basketball on Charter Media's Channel 8. Welcome back to Southwestern High School. Just about ready for second half action. A 1-point lead for the Somerset Briar Jumpers, 21-20. And Doug, at times this game looked like it was going to be played in the 80s or 90s, and now we're going to be lucky if we make it into the 50s.
Very low-scoring game, Brian, and you're exactly right. We got off to a fast pace. The stats really close, just like the score on the scoreboard. Somerset leading 21-20 here at halftime. The Jumpers shoot 8 of 19 from the floor, 42.1%. Somerset led in scoring by Ray Norman with 9 points, 4 points to Nathan Bray. Tucker with 3, Josh Thompson with 2. Somerset 12 rebounds, 6 turnovers. Southwestern identical, 12 rebounds, 6 turnovers. The Warriors shoot 7 of 23 for 30.4. Southwestern a balanced scoring attack. Dustin Fothergill and Chris Roberts with 5 points each. Trent Beeler with 3, Jonathan Edwards with 2. Michael Hammond had 1 point on a made free throw. Casey Dalton with 4 points. The Warriors trailing here at halftime, 21-20. And I do believe Southwestern will get the first crack at it, Brian, as we get the second half underway. A second half in which a very important game, and while we got a chance, Robert Jones, the head coach of McCreary Central, stopped by at halftime. Here's the story. North Laurel calls McCreary Thursday, says we're not coming. He said, we've got a contract for a game tomorrow night. Their response at North, we're not coming. Did not give a reason as to why. But according to the KHSA website, it went as a forfeit. So stay tuned.
Shot up and good. It's a 3. Edwards hits it, and it's a 2-point lead for Southwestern.
A lot of rumors going around about why North didn't play. Now, I'm going to speculate here that one of the reasons why they didn't come was because there's not an Outback Steakhouse in Whitley City. I'm not sure about that, though. Tongue in cheek.
Jamison for 3, no good. Ball saved in, and Southwestern has it.
One thing's for sure, Brian, Robert Jones not a happy customer about that situation because his club, yeah, they get a win in a forfeit, but this time of the year you want to play.
And not only that, they lose out on some money on the gate.
Exactly. May have to call Kenny Woods Monday and get his side of the story and see why North elected not to play that game.
Air ball.
I couldn't resist the Outback Steakhouse.
Shot up, no good again. And Southwestern clears it out, leading it 23-21. Another 3. This one by Edwards, and it's a 5-point lead at 26-21.
Jonathan Edwards, 2 big threes here to start the second half of play in Southwestern. Its biggest lead, 26-21.
Norman.
Out of control.
No good, and there goes a charge.
Adam Braun, a senior, has not scored, 0 for 2 from the field. Just picked up that charge, 7 rebounds. So he's not done anything as far as Denny, the scoring column. But number 32, doing the little things, taking charges, hitting open man, 7 rebounds. Doing what it takes to win this basketball game.
And a turnover. Norman gets it right back, puts it up, and misses the shot. Gets his own rebound. Now the ball's on the floor. Out of bounds, and it will stay with Somerset.
Well, as you like to say, Brian, that looks like a scrum underneath that far basket.
Ball comes into Norman. Now he gives it up to Tucker.
Southwestern in that zone.
Thompson gets it to Norman, who misses another one. Norman's gone cold here. Another 3. This one's an air ball. And it'll go over to Somerset.
Casey Dalton wide open. Shoots an air ball from Trayville. Somerset, Brian, over 3 minutes without a score.
26-21. Southwestern with the lead. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. Brian Ebner along with Doug Eads. Lance Vaught on camera here tonight. Shot up, no good. Rebound brought down by Southwestern.
Jumper's in his own defense.
Three from the corner, no good. And it's going to stay with Southwestern. Hits that play by Jonathan Roberts, knocking it off of a Briar jumper. 4:08 to go in the third.
Very heads-up play by Jonathan Edwards. Somerset, as we come to the 4-minute mark here, yet to score in the third quarter.
And Southwestern continues to throw up the threes. And this time I think they're going to get Adam Braun on the foul.
That's 2 fouls on Adam Braun. Again, number 32, a senior, has not scored. Played a pretty nice ball game, though, Brian. 7 rebounds to lead the Warriors. And Somerset has really went into a dry spell here offensively.
Nathan Bray, no good. Ball comes down to Thompson, who puts it up and in.
That's kicked by Thompson.
And now Coach Thacker going to call a timeout.
And he's getting after his club, and you know what? Deservedly so, because they were lucky to score there, because Southwestern, 2 men, had position, Brian, and just couldn't come in with the rebound. So the Jumpers finally get on the board, but Somerset's still down 26-23. Somerset over 4 minutes with only 2 points. And Sean Thacker getting after his guys a little bit. And I don't know how Sean's doing it, Brian. He's still got the sport coat on. It's pretty hot up here, isn't it?
It is warm in the gym tonight. Ball going to be knocked out of bounds and stay with Southwestern. 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the third quarter of play. The Warriors with a 3-point lead, 26-23. Rebound brought down by Jonathan Edwards, and he puts it back in.
Well, Jonathan Edwards has all 8 points for the Warriors in the third quarter. That young man's went to war.
Throwing his name in there for the Baskin-Robbins 30 Wonderful Player of the Game. And it's back to a 5-point lead for Southwestern. Ryan Jamison went way up. Gets the lay-in. That looked like that could have gotten ugly. Up off the glass, no good. Jamison clears the rebound, and he's going to be fouled by Adam Braun.
And it's getting a little physical down underneath, Brian.
Adam Braun, number 32, his third team second.
So each team with 2 fouls here in the second half. Now they've changed it. Somerset only with 1.
Adam Braun, a good drive to the basket, just didn't convert.
Nathan Bray up off the glass, no good. Rebound brought down by Casey Dalton. (28-25), a minute 55 to go in the third. Shot up, no good. Rebound brought down by Dalton, who puts it up and in right over top of 2 Somerset Briar jumpers, and it's back out to a 5-point lead, 30-25.
Casey Dalton, arguably the littlest guy up there, the point guard. That distinction probably go to either him or Andy Cole from Somerset, but Dalton went in amongst the trees. Big offensive putback for the Warriors.
Bray drives the paint, lays it up and in. Split the defense, and it was an easy layup for Nathan Bray. 30-27, a minute 5 to go in the third. Inside it goes, shot up, no good. Rebound and a foul. They're going to get Thompson on the foul, and that'll send Braun to the free throw line.
Adam Braun hasn't scored yet, but working extremely hard down doing the dirty work, getting those offensive boards.
Adam Braun shooting 2 shots.
And 48 seconds left in the third period of play. The Warriors still leading 30-27.
Lead remains 30-27 as Heath Randall and Ray Norman come in for Somerset. Bray
And number 23, Heath Randall.
Neil Tucker will both check out.
Nathan Bray, only 6 points. Last time we had a Somerset game, that young man had 20 at halftime.
And returning to the lineup from Southwestern is number 11, Trent Beeler.
They hold up play so Southwestern could get their player in. Heath Randall with the basketball now.
Yeah, Trent Beeler checked into the lineup for Casey Dalton. Dave Schultz going to give Dalton a blow here at the end of the third period of play, so he's ready to start the fourth.
30 seconds left here in the third. Thompson goes baseline up, no good. And a jump ball, it'll stay with Somerset. 25.2 seconds to go. It's a 4-point lead for Southwestern, 31-27. Jamison for 3, no good. Tracked down by Edwards. So Edwards not only with 8 points here in the third, but also with 2 rebounds. 5 seconds. A 3 from the corner up, no good. With 1 second. And that'll end it. Chris Roberts unaware of how much time was left in the quarter. And Doug, how many times have we seen that tonight between the girls' game and the boys' game where they lose track of time and don't get a good shot?
Exactly. Chris Roberts had plenty of time to turn around and get something up. Instead, dribbled away from the basket, just lost track of time. And right now, the Warriors, though, Brian, 31-27, Southwestern leading as they outscore Somerset 11-6. And again, this tempo, the score anyway, in favor of the Warriors. They would like the game, I'm assuming, high 40s, low 50s. If this thing would have been in the 70s, I thought it would have favored Somerset. So right now, Sean Thacker, with 1 quarter to go, has his work cut out for him. There you get a look at the crowd across the way.
Now the upper arena on the side you're looking at there, not quite as full as it is on the other side of the arena.
Well, between
good crowd here tonight.
Yeah, sorry, Brian. Between the 2 games, there was a lot of folks came in here this evening. Jonathan Edwards, 6 big points there in the third quarter of play. He has 10 points, 6 rebounds, 8 points third quarter, excuse me. He had 2 threes and then an offensive putback.
Braun takes it in with the left hand, no good. Thompson with the rebound. Cole for 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Fothergill. Long outlet pass. Beeler with it. Now he's going to give it back up. Inside to Edwards, who had an open layup, missed it, and it's going to go off of him and over to Somerset.
That's 2 missed open layups here to start the fourth quarter of play as Adam Braun missed one earlier. And Nathan Bray checks back into that Somerset lineup. 7-12 to go in a low-scoring basketball game.
31-27. Jamison with it. Now out to Randall. Bray short on the 3. Thompson gets the rebound. Crowd getting anxious again.
Still been a quiet crowd, though, Brian. Low-scoring game, half-court contest. Not been a lot for the fans to get real excited about.
Somerset works it around. Now they get it inside to Norman. Norman up with the left hand. No good. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Somerset as Braun had to go off his hands. And Ray Norman's having trouble putting the ball in the bucket.
Yeah, Ray 4 out of the 11 from the floor right now.
Missed his last 5. Bray, there's a 3. And it's a 1-point game, 31-30. Coach Thacker going to call a full timeout. He's seen enough, even though they get the 3.
That is Nathan Bray's first 3 of the contest. And for Somerset, it couldn't come at a better time. 31-30, Southwestern leading, 6:06 left.
I want to thank Lance Vaught for the great job he's done here tonight on camera. As always for us. It's been a joy to have someone run camera now that frees us up to really mess things up on this end of it now.
Especially with my county. I need to thank my buddy David Jones. I told him I'd give him a plug. David Jones providing our halftime stats to us.
So if they're wrong, we can blame him.
That's right.
Six minutes, 6 seconds to go here in the ball game. It's a 1-point lead for Southwestern at 31-30.
Now right here, you're at the juncture of the game where fatigue, if it's going to be a problem for Southwestern, could rear its ugly head because Sean Thacker has substituted freely. And Dave Schultz tried to get Casey Dalton in when he saw this press, and they didn't allow it.
Fothergill works one-on-one against Nathan Bray. Out to Beeler. Get it down low to Fothergill. Spin move up, no good, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Justin Fothergill, very strong with that basketball, has not been to the charity stripe tonight as a team. Southwestern right now 4 out of 6.
At the line for Southwestern, number 22, Justin Fothergill, shooting 2.
Free throw up, no good.
Returning to the Southwestern lineup is number 13, Casey Dalton.
Fothergill held well below his average, only 5 points here tonight. Everybody's below their average, as low scoring as this game's been.
2-point lead now for Southwestern. 5 minutes, 43 seconds to go.
32-30. We had this score just after the first quarter last week between this Somerset club and Pulaski County.
Now Fothergill's going to pick up the foul as Neil Tucker going to come into the ball game for Somerset, and Heath Randall will go to the bench.
Somerset lineup is number 41, Neil Tucker.
Ball comes into Tucker.
And the Warriors have switched up, going man-to-man.
Bray had a wide-open trip to the bucket, lost the ball, and it went out of bounds.
Dribbled it off his foot.
Both teams playing sloppy basketball right now.
Well, it's been a struggle on the offensive end, and Dave Schultz wants a 30-second
30-second timeout. 5 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the ball game. A 2-point lead for the Warriors. Doug, neither team, they're going to have to rally to get to 40 points here, the way it's going.
It's been a struggle here tonight, and that's not a first half score, folks. We're in the fourth quarter, 5:19 to go. 32-30, Southwestern on top of the Briar Jumpers.
Doug, going back to McCreary Central North Laurel, the forfeit there with North Laurel. Maybe Tuesday night we can have Coach Woods come over and you can ask him.
Well, we keep saying it's forfeit. On the KHSAA website, it was listed as a win for McCreary. However, I guess we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. Nothing, I guess, has been determined officially yet. No school Monday due to the holiday, so Tuesday the KHSAA will rule on it. However, Coach Jones said they faxed the contract and all the pertinent information to the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. And as far as he's concerned, it was a win by McCrary Central.
There's a long three, up and good. Edwards again. Jonathan Edwards with his 11th point in the second half. And it's a 5-point lead, matching the largest of the night for Southwestern at 35-30. And Doug, at this pace, a 5-point lead is just about as good as a 10-point lead.
It's been a half-court game.
Norman misses again, gets his own rebound, puts it up off balance, and he'll go to the free throw line. That young man just will not give up.
Ray Norman not only is tall, but he's quick. He's a quick leaper.
Coach Schultz, he's lobbying real hard for a technical foul is what he's doing.
Well, Michael Jackson's been in the news a lot lately. Coach Schultz did his own version of the moonwalk there.
Michael Hammond coming back into the ballgame for Southwestern. Norman gets the first one, 35-31. Still 4.5 minutes to go in this game. A long time. A lot of time yet to play.
Dave Schultz and Sean Thacker, best of friends.
Bray with the rebound, and he'll go to the line as he's fouled by Hammond.
Well, now, you may be sitting at home saying, how can Southwestern allow Somerset all these offensive rebounds? Again, not making excuses, but fatigue could be setting in. As we've talked about it, Dave Schultz, basically a 7-man rotation.
Not only that, the quickness of this Somerset Friars upper team. Bray misses the first one. Gets the second one. So it's a 3-point game, 35-32. Roberts kicks it over to a wide open Hammond. He misses a point-blank shot, and Southwestern controls it.
How many wide-open layups has Southwestern missed this half?
Doug, you were the closest person to him, and you're a good 60 feet away. There's a three. No good. Norman with another rebound.
Michael Hammond is not going to have an easier shot this season than that one right there.
Tucker pulls his way in. It will not go, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. So Somerset, 3 consecutive trips to the free throw line and a chance to cut it to 1.
Chris Roberts, an outstanding no-look pass to Michael Hammond.
Returning from the Southwestern lineup is number 32, Adam Braun.
And if Tucker can convert this one, we got a 1-point game with 3:41 to go.
Shots up, no good. Roberts with the rebound. 3:36 to go in the game. Now Somerset coming full court. They get it ahead to Roberts. Somerset coming with pressure now. 2-point game. And a travel. No, they're going to get the foul. Casey Dalton to go to the free throw line with the Southwestern Warriors leading at 35-32. 3:23 to go.
Second, team 4. At the line for the Warriors, number 13, Casey Dalton, shooting 2.
And Dalton misses a free throw. Both teams not shooting well from the free throw line here tonight.
And they're leaving them short, Brian, almost like they're fatigued, both clubs.
Second one is good, and it's a 3-point lead.
Still a 1-possession game, however.
A long three by Bray, no good. Rebound to Edwards.
He was open though, Brian. Very capable of knocking that one down.
Last week, hit a bunch of them. Dalton with it. Inside it goes. And a block by Tucker. Randall corrals it. Fothergill went up with it, and Tucker got it. Now Randall's in trouble. He gets it away. Now Thompson for three. No good, and Tucker just pushed off Fothergill. 2:29 to go in the game. A 3-point lead for Southwestern, and now the crowd up in arms.
Number 21 is 13-5.
Somerset coming full court.
This game has only epitomized what these coaches will tell you. There's no easy games in the 48.
Roberts got a 16-footer. Makes it a 5-point game with 2:14 to go. Southwestern with the lead. Out it goes Randall, down to Tucker. Double team. Now out to Bray, over to Norman. Norman drives in, lays it off the glass. And now a timeout is called, a 30-second timeout by Somerset.
I got to believe that Sean Thacker's getting ready to throw the kitchen sink at Southwestern, this full court press. Casey Dalton, Dustin Fothergill, your better ball handlers for the Warriors. Now, after last week, Brian, despite the fact that Pulaski rallied for the win, the way Somerset played over the Briar Patch, how many folks do you think thought this game was a blowout? Everybody talks about Southwestern being young and the most inexperienced club in this district. Somerset, I promise you, they're in a battle tonight, trailing 38-35. 1 through 5 in this district, it doesn't matter. It's going to be a war each and every night. And if you're Southwestern, you've got to take care of the basketball here. When you get fouled, you have to convert at the free throw line.
Dalton breaks the press, gets it ahead. Braun dribbled it on the end line, and it's a turnover. And it goes back to Somerset with 1:47, and now the Somerset contingent on their feet as Ryan Jamieson comes in.
The Somerset lineup is number 32.
Big turnover by Southwestern, minute 47 to go. This is what they call crunch time, partner.
Ball comes into Bray.
And Southwestern going to stay in that zone.
A minute 40. Somerset working the ball around the perimeter. Now Thompson kicks it out. Inside it goes, knocked around. Norman right there. Neil Tucker saved it from going out of bounds, and it's a 1-point game, 38-37. 1:15 to go in the ball game. Southwestern with the lead and the basketball. And now Coach Schultz going to call a timeout, a full timeout.
What an assist there by Neil Tucker. Not only saved his club a turnover, but got Somerset a basket as Norman. Good job moving to the hole, put it up and in on the layup.
Ball game, 38-37. Southwestern with the lead over Somerset. The possession arrow favors Somerset. So on a tied, the ball's tied up on a jump ball situation, it will go over to the Somerset Briar Jumpers.
And if I'm Sean Thacker, look at your team fouls. 6 on Southwestern, only 5 on the Jumpers. So Somerset, the old foul to give, I would really go hard for a steal here. If it's a foul, as long as it's not a shooting violation, Southwestern just gets the ball back out of bounds. So let's see how Somerset elects to play it defensively here. But, Brian, this thing has all the makings of going to the wire. And what was it you said about 10 minutes ago? It could be a struggle to get to 40. We played almost 31 minutes, and we're not at 40 yet. I got a real problem when these infants start trying to take my headset away.
Southwestern with it. There you see the Somerset student section on their feet trying to rally their jumpers. The same thing coming from this near side with Southwestern. And a timeout is called by Dave Schultz, a full timeout with 55.8 seconds to go, 38-37.
Natalie Abner over here trying to steal my headphones.
Natalie taking in her first Somerset Southwestern basketball game.
I'm so thankful, like my kids, I guess, that she got her lunch from her mama.
There you see the Somerset Briar jumpers in the huddle with Coach Thacker. Down on this end, likewise with the Southwestern Warriors and Coach Dave Schultz. 55.8 seconds to go. Crowd finally coming to life. Been a crowd that's been pretty much sitting on their hands, just wanting something to happen so they could cheer and erupt. And now they finally got the opportunity.
Well, I think a lot of that, Brian, is the fact it's basically been a half-court game. Both teams playing a lot of zone. Not been a lot of up and down action like we had last week in the Pulaski Somerset game. And how big are those couple three missed layups that Southwestern had that were wide open? Got to get the ball in bounds.
Ball comes in to Dalton.
Now remember, fans, Somerset with 50 seconds left has a foul to give.
Backdoor cut and a foul is going to be called. So Southwestern, they will not go to the free throw line.
I believe they might. He was in the act. He was in the act, I believe, Brian.
They're going to send Father Gill to the free throw line. 46.5 seconds to go in the fourth.
That was a great play drawn up by Dave.
Backdoor, a la Princeton. Free throw's up and good. 39-37. Jamison in for Randall.
It's getting to be Maylock's time for Thacker and Coach Schultz over here.
And what is it these coaches say about how they love to coach in these situations? It's a three-point game, still only a one-possession ball game, 40-37.
And the Warriors,
Somerset doesn't have to have a three here, Doug.
Right. Sorry, Brian. The Warriors stay in that zone. You got to watch Bray, Jamison.
Almost a steal by Dalton, but he dribbled it on the sideline. It'll stay with Somerset. 33.3 to go in the game. 3-point lead for Southwestern. Norman, no good. Rebound, no good, but a foul. And who will be going to the free throw line? Is that Thompson?
I believe so. And Josh Thompson has not been to the charity stripe tonight. 4 points on the game.
Our Baskin Robbins 30 wonderful player of the game. Still up in the air right now, but depending on what happens here in the next 27 seconds, we have a few ideas.
What's the old saying? Depending on who does what?
Thompson misses the first free throw.
That's a big miss by Thompson. But still, with 27 seconds left, he hits this. They're only down 2.
The 2-point game, 27 seconds left. Heath Randall comes into the ball game now as Jamison will go to the bench. Going defense for offense.
Yeah, that's a foul. Casey Dalton got pushed out of bounds by Heath Randall. It's 1-and-1 time.
Only 0.6 of a second go off the clock.
Casey Dalton just missed one while ago. He is 3 out of 5, or yes, 3 out of 4. Pardon me. If he can hit both of these, Southwestern is in decent shape, but with 26.4 seconds to go, a lot of time.
He hits the first one.
And this Southwestern student section, they want this one. They're on their feet, have been most of the evening.
This is the second one, so it's still a one-possession game. 22 seconds left. Bray for three. No good. Ball's on the floor. And who's going to get the foul?
Now, 10 seconds to go. Chris Roberts at the free throw line. His team up by 3, 1-1. You got to feel like if he hits this one, Southwestern's in pretty good shape.
Doug, I think we can name our Baskin-Robbins 30 Wonderful Player of the game. And we both decided we're going to go with Jonathan Roberts.
Jonathan Edwards.
I'm sorry, Jonathan Edwards from Southwestern. As Chris Roberts gets the second free throw. Jonathan Edwards, our Baskin-Robbins 30 Wonderful Player of the game. Norman high off the glass. No good. 3 seconds. 2. And now we have a foul call with 0.8 seconds. 43-38. And what some may consider an upset. Southwestern going to come back and beat Somerset here tonight.
Nobody's standing over here on this Southwestern.
Everybody up on this Southwestern sideline. Avenging a 17-point defeat from earlier in the season at the Briar Patch. There you see the blue and orange-clad student section.
And now if you're Sean Thacker, your club going 0-2 in district play.
That'll do it. Your final score, Southwestern wins it 43-38 over the Somerset Briar Jumpers as the student section rushes the floor.
A huge win for Dave Schultz and his program. And Somerset, work to do now in the district. However, the Jumpers play at home in the district tournament. Ask Dave Fraley how easy it is to play this club in the Briar Patch.
Students on the floor. Now the fans beginning to clear out. 43-38 is your final. The Southwestern Warriors win here tonight over the Somerset Briar Jumpers. Doug East and I will be back with you Tuesday night from the Briar Patches. These Somerset Briar Jumpers will host North Laurel. Until then, this is Brian Abner for your local TV Channel 8 for my tag team partner Doug East and Lance Vaught on camera here tonight saying so long, everybody.